Hello again, everybody, and welcome to Cable Channel 15 TV. We are in Atkins, Arkansas, and we are in the quarterfinals of the State 3A Championship Football Playoffs. David Black, Brian Prince, Ben Black, again doing the producing and directing. It is playoff atmosphere, and what a huge crowd on hand for the Newport Greyhounds. Brian Prince, welcome again.
Thank you, sir. It's a blessing to see all those hounds that have made it 67, 65, and out west 40 to come support these Greyhounds. I love the sign over there, one team, one town. That's us, the Greyhounds.
Let me tell you, it has been an exciting week for the Newport Greyhounds. It's just been any time that you can practice the morning of Thanksgiving, which has been one of the great Greyhound traditions, and the Hound fans on their feet. What you cannot see is the Hounds going to be coming onto the field, but that's okay too. But what a tremendous atmosphere for a high school football game. I coached a lot of Pee Wee ball, and I coached a little Legion ball, coached a lot of ball all my life, been around the sports, and I know one thing, you shoot for the Final Four. You shoot for the Final Four because once you get there, anything can happen. This game tonight is a Final Four game. In other words, if you win this one, you'll be in the Final Four this coming week. 8 teams left, Ryan.
This is what we we're shooting for all year. We wanted to play on Thanksgiving weekend. I mean, have our coffee and donuts with the Hounds. We've done that. Now it's time to lace it up and take it to them, David. But one thing I want to do real quick is I want to give a shout out to Alton Walker. God love him. Be with him. Speedy recovery's in the hospital at home in Newport tonight, and I know it's killing his soul not to be here tonight taking pictures of these young football players, these young cheerleaders, the athletics, staff in general, the fans. Alton, brother, we're praying for you. Speedy recovery, dude.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Alton has given of his time to take all those pictures and put them on Facebook, and just has not asked for one penny in return, just doing it as a community service. And you see Newport's kick-off team over there, and Atkins just now coming onto the field. The lead sponsor for the pregame brought to you by the White River Health System and its affiliates, the Newport Diagnostic Medical Clinic and the White River Medical Center Medical Complex in Newport, where the after-hours clinic is now open, accepting walk-ins Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. White River Medical Center Medical Complex, Newport, 2200 Malcolm, 870-512-2550. Brian Prince, tell me a little bit about this Atkins club.
Man, they're going to show us about everything that you want to see. They're going to lace it up and run it at us. They're going to try to throw it over the top. After the things that we've kind of struggled with a couple of weeks, they're going to include it. Everybody's kind of surprised us a little bit. But, hey, they're, coming off a 6-5 season. Last year, they got to avenge with a win last week against Benton Harmony Grove, who put them out of the playoffs last year. So I guarantee you they are proud and feeling like, they're at home. They're fixing to take it to the Greyhounds. I think so does our offensive line and defensive line so go the Greyhounds tonight.
Arkansas Steel Associates at 2803 Van Dyke Road, and the kickoff is brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance. Brian Smith at 206 North Harwood Street, 523-8946. Brian Smith. We are just about ready to go. Rolando Noquez.
Going to be on the lookout for number 23 tonight. He's going to play on just about every phase of this game. He's going to be a running back. He's going to be a receiver, out of the backfield. Number 5 as well, you'll see out there tonight. He's the same way. They got about 3 quality people that's going to come at us hard.
It is Newport and Atkins in the quarterfinals. The winner moves on next week to the Final Four, and we are just about ready to go. Rolando Noquez to kick, and it is a short kick, and fielded at the 24-yard line. And that's that number 23 that you talked about, and great coverage over there by Bobby Smith as he runs him out of bounds, but not before he gets up to near the 40-yard line, and I think that's where the spot's going to be. So good field position starting out for Atkins, their very first time to touch the football. They're big up front, and you mentioned the Rivercrest, a lot like Rivercrest as far as an offensive line concerned. They like to run the football right at you, but they can sling it also.
Just got to stay in our lane, set the ends like we've talked about all season.
Got a big running back that's comparable to the big kid from Walnut Ridge. They have twin receivers right and left. and wanting to throw. First down to throw, and it is past the intended receiver. Good coverage by Garcia and Fryer on the left side. Starting lineup, of course, Darrell Hardiman, Deshaun Anderson, Luke Samaniego. You know, the Pruitt boys are at the linebacker. Zane Watkins with a start at the far defensive end.
Yeah, Zane was in hot pursuit, the quarterback on the last play.
Jordan Neal and Garcia at the outside linebackers. Fryer, and Crite in the secondary. Fake handoff. They want to throw in the flat. Great defense by Newport. Played beautifully.
Oh, you got to love that.
The actual drive started at the 38-yard line as opposed to the 40. And we're still at the 38, bringing up third down and 10. Tremendous coverage in the zone coverage by the Newport defense. That's going to bring up third down for Atkins.
Julius Pruitt there.
Can the Hounds get a little heat on this quarterback? Long count. Zane Watkins with a fantastic job of not jumping off sides. Now Neal backs out from the tight coverage. Quarterback rolls left. He looks, he throws. It is in and out of the receiver's hands. Should have been caught for a first down. It's incomplete, so the Hound defense will hold 3 and out. Atkins will line up with their punting team coming onto the field. That ball should have been caught for a first down.
That's exactly what you want to do on the opening series, is set the tone. They you know, not surprising, they passed all 3 downs right there.
Quarterback is the punter, and he lines up as if they might consider going for this. He is 8 yards deep, now 9, now 10. Obviously punt formation. They punt, and they'll punt it short and fielded by Newport's Crite. And Crite from the 30 up to the 35-yard line is Jay Crite, so the Hounds will start their first offensive possession there. Newport offensive line has been good all year long. It took us a little while to get rolling last week, but we finally got it going.
Yeah, that was the difference, you know, in the ball game. They laid on them, and then, you know, with the line of Harding Academy getting tired and fresh legs of Joe Brodus.
Anderson, Prince, Hardiman left side. Linville, Emery, Cash Forrester, straight ahead for a short gain. Man in motion was Body.
They're going to set that up and use that in a later play.
He got a couple, second down and 8 from the 37-yard line. 10:25 to play here in the first quarter. Newport's opening possession. Double receivers to the right. Running room. Jordan Neal near a first down, depending on the spot. They're going to spot him a little short of the first down. And it'll bring up third down and short, third down and less than a yard. You have to get the football to near the 45, just short of it.
That was a great run because he was letting his lineman, you know, stay in front of him, and he got his lane, and then he turned on his speed.
Cash Forrester, your Greyhound quarterback. Jerry Ellis will split wide to the right. Tied in on the right side. Straight ahead, and that's plenty for a first down. Little inside trap play by Connor Prince. Good job of blocking, and here comes Joe Brodus. Joe Brodus was the guy last week that just seemed to get the hot hand. Not seemed to get the hot hand. He got the hot hand late for the Hounds.
Came in hot with the hot hand and the fresh legs, jumping around like a deer, putting the shoulder down.
So the Hounds do what the Red Devils could not do, and that's pick up a first down on their initial series. Cash to throw. He's going deep. He's got a man. Jerry Ellis, and it's overthrown.
Jerry kind of broke his route in just a little bit more than he should have, but it was a beautiful pass by Cash. Sam's Diner, the bright yellow building on 2nd Street. You call it in, go in and dine. Got them plate lunches, 523-2373. White River area and on aging, 1200 Highway 367, next door to Glass Plus, 523-4982.
Second down and 10. From the 47-yard line, Jerry Ellis splits way wide right, and he's offsides. He finally backs up, and he's in the backfield. We're in an illegal formation. They don't call up. This is Joe Brodus, and Joe Brodus has got a little room. Joe Brodus to the 45. Joe Brodus to the 41-yard line. And that's enough for a Newport Greyhound first down.
No matter how you cut it, that's 12 yards of running, of just bowing it and getting after it.
And Jerry hadn't played a lot of split receiver, and he got out there lined up. And we had 5 guys in the backfield then.
Kenny Thaxton to Bank of England, 870-495-3931.
First down and 10 from the 40-yard line with 8:54 to play here in the first quarter. Pistol formation for the Hounds. Linebackers are there, and Joe Brodus won't get much there. Read perfectly. Linebackers scraping down the line of scrimmage, and we couldn't get a body on those guys. That's just good defense there. But it'll bring up second down and 10.
Just didn't get the penetration that we have been getting the last few plays. Or the push, I should say.
Jordan Neal back in. Joe Brodus will get a rest. 8:20 clock moving first quarter. A stellar defensive group by the Atkins Red Devils. Straight ahead. Room to run. Jordan Neal at the 30. Jordan Neal at the 20. He's to the 15. He's to the 10. He's to the 5. And he's inside the 5-yard line. And we're going to knock him down at the 5. But holy smokes, what a big opening on the right side of the offensive line.
Man, just a great job of blocking. And he was letting it develop. Got he broke loose 1 or 2 and then turned his speed on. Great job.
Jordan Neal to the 5. First and goal for the Hounds.
Deshaun thought he was gone. He already had the hands in the air.
It'll be first and goal for the Greyhounds on the Red Devil 5.
Hounds go into that power situation with a couple of tight ends. And a flag will stop the play. And we will see. Called offsides against Newport, so apparently we lined up offsides, and boy, brings it back to the 10-yard line. First down and goal from there.
That's not what you want to do. We don't want those yellow flags on the ground.
Yeah, those are mental mistakes there. Those are just lining up at the wrong place. Hounds changing the play here. Jay Kright trying to get a block. He gets a good move, and he's back down to the 5-yard line, so a pretty good gain of 5 yards there by Jay Kright on a little quick hitch pass. So it'll be second down and goal. Another flag.
Number 5, Jay Kright.
Folks, I wasn't going to say anything, but the last time we came here to Atkins, it was a shame that the Newport Greyhounds lost that football game. Let's see what this penalty flag is.
Awful lot of discussion.
Wave off the flag. It came from the umpire, and he's the guy who stands right behind the linebacker, so wave off the flag on second down coming up for the Hounds. Second down and goal from the 5.
Greyhounds will have second and goal on the Red Devil 5.
With 7:04, you'll see Cash come into your picture. There he comes with the play. Nothing, maybe one.
That's 44, Joe Brodus.
Third down and 4. That was Joe Brodus for 1 yard as he got it to the 4. So third down and goal. You don't have to panic right here.
Greyhounds are looking at 3rd and goal on the Red Devil 4.
Would the Hounds go shotgun and fake it to the running back in Cash Forster?
Well, it was open twice last week.
We're in the pistol formation here, so you think not. Jay Kratt motion. Swing pass, Jay Kratt. Jay Kratt near the goal line. Jay Kratt is touchdown, Newport. What a call. Jay Kratt in motion. We haven't seen it all year, and then just kind of a quick pass to Jay Kratt. Excellent execution. Great pass from Cash Forster, and Jay Kratt did the rest.
They had 4 guys out there. They had it snuffed out, and his speed got him into the end zone. I mean, they snuffed it out. They played real good defense.
Said all along, Jay Kratt's just one of those guys that needs to touch it 8 or 9 times a game. And John Bradley's got him the football a couple of times here tonight. Good snap, good hold. Rolando's kick is up, and it is good. And the Hounds with 6:01 to play here in the first quarter lead, 7-0.
Makes me feel much better because it took us till 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter to get our first touchdown, last week at Harding Academy. Ben Black's Used Cars. Check it out, 2600 Dole Street, 512-8429, Farmers Oil Corp. Monday through Friday, 7 to 5, 7 to 12 noon on Saturdays. And don't forget, folks, it's getting cold. You better get your propane. Robert Turner, 2802 Stegall Road. Edward Jones, number 62 in your program, number 1 in your heart. Give me a buzz, 523-8780.
I want to remind everybody about SkyCap and Sky-Fi and WhisperNet. WhisperNet Internet for $19.99. Where do you get Internet? You can get it in Newport, Arkansas by going out to the Village Mall and visiting with the folks at SkyCap. Computer repair, cell phone repair. If you got broken glass on your phone, they're open from 9:30 to 7:30 Monday through Saturday. Security cameras, home installation, fiber optics, and lots of contracting. And former Greyhound D. Robinson at SkyCap in the Village Mall. St. Michael's Place, April Bateman, the new administrator, Jay Cox, Social Services. We'll have them on the business spotlight coming up here in December. Hounds lead 7-0. Short kick again, filled it at the 30. Hit and finally dragged down.
Number 31, Colt Roper on the return for the Red Devils.
At the 37.5-yard line.
NEDC, Newport Business Resource Center. John Chadwell and board director say, hey, let's keep moving forward towards a bright future.
On their own 37.
First down and 10 for Atkins. We saw them throw the football all 3 times their initial possession. Double receivers both right and left. Straight ahead, the big kid.
That's number 20, Jesse Jones on the carry.
Good gain on the right side. Kid about 210 pounds, and he's one of those guys that's hard to bring down. Just a good, solid football play, a gain of 6.
2nd and 5 for the Red Devils.
Got a hold just to the right of the center there, and he stepped him up there a good 6 yards.
2nd down and a long 4. Could call it 5. 2nd back through. 1st down yardage.
Number 5, Josh Jones on the carry.
Short of the midfield stripe, but enough for an Atkins 1st down. Little cross-buck series in the backfield. Faked one way and came back the other. 5:19 to play in the quarter. Hounds leading the football game 7-0.
49.
Can't let them get into our secondary.
Straight ahead. Big hole. Into Greyhound territory across the 45, and that's at least 6. 2nd down and 4 coming up. 4:45, clock moving, and Atkins with their 2nd offensive possession, electing to go on the ground, stay on the ground with much more success than they had their first drive. Big hole again.
That's number 20, Jesse Jones on the carry.
They're getting their yards, but our secondary is laying some licks.
First down and 10 at the 40 for the Atkins Red Devils. This is a quality football team for sure. 4:20 clock moving. Hounds up 7-0 here in the first quarter. Trip receivers to the right side. Single man to the top of your screen. And not a lot there. Played better by that front four in the defensive line led by Deshaun.
I like the way our linebackers run up. You know, we run up there and confused them, filled them gaps.
Go trip set, so that will bring the free safety. Check it, they're making an adjustment here and going 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Hounds jump off sides, and that's, boy, you hold them on first down, and now you give them 5. Second mental mistake by the Hounds tonight, and it makes it just like you got 5 yards on first down, so now it's 2nd down and 5. Atkins went with a long count with success.
Opens the playbook up more at 2nd and 5 instead of 2nd and 10.
.329 clock moving here in the first quarter. Double receivers right, double receivers left. Single running back. Hitch pass. And good blocking by Atkins, and that's a big gain on the play down to the 26-yard line.
Don't forget to stay with us after the game for the George Kell Player of the Game and the Coach Mark Hinesley Coaches Show, brought to you by Subway out at the new Walmart.
3:10 remaining here in the first quarter. Atkins on the move here.
On the Greyhound 26.
Hitch again and played better by the Hound defense.
Number 10 said Maney completes the
A
pass.
gain of maybe 1 on the play. They were in motion. 23 was in motion, and he cut upfield before the snap of the balls.
Yeah, it's great play by the D-backs.
Number 4 to Kalen Fryer.
Yeah, to Kalen Fryer. TK Fryer was outstanding there on the coverage.
Gain of 2 will make it 2nd and 8.
They got a couple, 2nd down and 8, clocks moving, 2:20 to play. First quarter, Hounds on top, 7-0 if you just joined us. And a gain of about 4 to the 20 will bring up 3rd down and 5 for Atkins.
Big defensive play right there, and we need to shut it off right here. 1:51 to go in the first quarter. Hounds leaving 7-0.
Hounds have been great, outstanding all year on 3rd and 4th down with their backs against the wall. Watch 20 out of the backfield on a wheel route. Speed to the outside, and they've got some room. Boy, what a defensive play there by Dawson Cook.
Well, what a great play. Got off his blocker, his defender, and made I mean, that was a
big-time play.
That's great.
And it was a huge big-time play. 4th down and 3.
The ball is on the Greyhound.
Atkins will go long count first, you'd think. 4th down and 3. Can this Hound defense do what they have done all year long? Confusion on the field from Atkins' standpoint. They have the play. You would think they'll go long count. 25-second clock at 8. They go long count, and they're going to have to call a timeout. They couldn't get the play in that they needed. I don't think they had the right formation, the right personnel in the game. And it is a big play here early in the football game, Brian.
Since they came back in this series and started running it, I mean, there's been 1 series for Newport, and they're in their 2nd series. We're talking 3 series. Series are going to be at a premium at this rate for the rest of this game.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 7-0 Hounds, and it's going to be a big play coming up for Atkins, and after the timeout, you would think maybe not long count.
Farmer Star Mart, 523-6735. Auto services, mobile services available. Give them a buzz, 1501 Malcolm Avenue. Dr. Gavin McDowell, Customized Vision Care, 523-3333. Both your prescription and brand name sunglasses available out there. Norman and Baker Pharmacy, Mary Davidson crew, 1117 McLean, getting ready to move out to the White River Medical Complex, 523-9472.
Here we go, 4th down and 3 at the 18. So that means to the 15. You can see the line. Straight ahead, and he is close, and he has it. He crosses the 15 to the 14. 1st down, Atkins. 37 seconds remaining here in the quarter, and Atkins knocking on the door.
Just couldn't get off our blocks fast enough to make the tackle. Great effort.
.25-second clock to 13. Plenty enough time for Atkins. The game clock at 20. 1st down and 10 for the Red Devils. Quarterback looks. He wants to throw. He's into the end zone, and it is overthrown. Great coverage by Jordan Neal on a little give and go.
Number 10 said maybe pass intended for 20.
That's 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, that's a big one there, because he just turned up to make his move when the quarterback released the ball.
Guys having great success running the football. We like it when they get that and want to toss it a little bit. 11 seconds to play in the quarter. Hounds leading 7-0. Straight ahead. Not a lot of room. Tough running for those guys. Good defense for our guys, as he'll get a gain down to the 10.
Into the first quarter.
And we have played one here at Atkins at Red Devils Field with the score, the Greyhound 7, the Atkins Red Devils 0, and Atkins will have a 3rd down and 6 coming up from the 10-yard line.
Yes, sir. Newport, City of Newport Recycling, 7-4, Monday through Friday. Give Bonnie a call, 217-0070. They're out there at 218 3rd Street, downtown Newport. El Puente. Great food, dude. They got best fajitas and fajita nachos, and you can't beat their punch and sweet tea. Drive through. Give them a buzz, 523-2369. They'll have it ready to go for you. Bratcher Real Estate, Mary Reed, 870-512-8951 for Lauren Sampson, 870-512-8660 for Mary. Unity Health, Harris Medical Center, they host the Booster Club lunches every Monday at noon. They also offer Mercy Room, home health care, orthopedic services, pediatrics, 523-8911. Jackson's Funeral Home, 1900 Malcolm Avenue. Our family serving your family. They have locations Newport, Harrisburg, Newark. 523-2433.
3rd down and 6 coming up for the Atkins Red Devils to start the 2nd quarter of action.
Big 3rd down here.
2 running backs. Saw that earlier, and they did a little crisscross. Faked one way, came the other. Faked that way, they're going to roll to the right. The quarterback has a lot of room to run or throw, and he gets a completion for a touchdown. Man out of the backfield, and it's a perfect execution by Atkins, and they're within an extra point of time this thing up. 7-6 with 11:52 to play, and that's just a great call and great execution by Atkins. This kid can throw the football.
Oh, yeah. Great rollout by their quarterback. Running back came out, turned into receiver, and now we're back to the circus.
Yeah, this is one of them wild formations where they put some to the right, some to the left, some in the middle, and see what they do right here. They're going to come back and kick. Good answer by the Atkins Red Devils. Can they tie it up? The kick looks strong, and it is. So with 11:52 to play here in the first half, Atkins has tied it at 7.
Merchants and Planters Bank, 2nd Hazel Street. They also have the Solution Center and the new M&P Insurance and Investment Service location. They're at 523-6771. Give them a buzz. Dr. Jeff Angel, orthopedic surgeon at the MPOC Orthopedic Clinic in Batesville, now seeing patients at the Newport Diagnostic Medical. Give him a call, 870-793-2371. Lindley Health and Rehab, 523-6539. They have a variety of things they provide. Long-term care, rehab, occupational therapy. Again, give them a buzz, 523-6539. Sonic Drive-In, burgers, fries, onion rings, over 168,000 soft drink combinations, milkshakes. Don't forget their happy hour, 2 to 4. 7 a.m. to midnight, Sunday through Thursday, Friday and Saturday, 7 to 2, 523-2440.
I'd give those guys credit for the answer, so the Hound offense will come onto the field. If we fill this, unless we run it back all the way, that'd be okay with me too. Watch for the short kick. Everybody has respected Newport's kicking game, and they do kick the onside kick, and they get it. Newport was just not prepared for that. We were going backwards. They kick it, onside kick, got to go 10 yards. A great execution by Atkins. And they have the football back, first down and 10 in Newport territory at the 48-yard line.
We've got to
we
buckle it up
prepared
now.
for that one.
No, we were not. We were going backwards. Really did not look to make sure that they were kicking it off. Now we got to play defense to make sure it's not.
We might have been prepared. We just didn't execute it.
There you go.
First down and 10 for Atkins. Straight ahead. A lot of room to run. That's at 23 you talked about. He's near a first down. It's funny how momentum plays a big part in athletics, especially in football.
Yep, 15, 16, 17, 18-year-old kids, it'll, they can get down on their self fast. But you got to pick yourself up by the bootstraps and let's go strap it on and hit them.
The rail off, Tyler Linville in. That was plenty for a first down, and it's at the 37-yard line for the Red Devils. Pretty good execution their last drive and their first play this time. Well, they're blocking folks. That's another first down for Atkins.
Yeah, they're taking us to the woodshed right now on that line.
Kobe McCoy will check in. Zane Watkins comes out. And Atkins get it in chunks. First down and 10. Come on, defense, let's play right here. 11-13 to play here in the first half. We're tied at 7. Running backs on each side of the quarterback. Dual receivers left. Fumble, and I think the Hounds have that one.
I think number 57's on that one.
Big break for the Newport Greyhounds. The Hounds get a huge, huge fumble recovery.
Way to go, Deshaun.
We hadn't I don't remember just a lot of turnovers that we've gotten in recent weeks.
No.
And that was a big one.
He went in and got it. Went in and got that one.
So first down and 10, Greyhounds at the 26-yard line. A huge break for the Hounds.
Neutralized that onside kick real quick.
Yes, it did. At 10:59 to play in the first half. Joe Brodus. Joe Brodus to the 40. Joe Brodus to the 50. Joe Brodus is finally run out of bounds.
There's got to be a flag there.
No flag, but he's out of bounds at the 40. Hounds had blockers out front, and a huge run by Joe Brodus.
That's a great run. But there should have been 15 more on top.
Yeah, the Hound fans are letting the officials know that they thought there should have been a late hit on the far side over there. 10:48, big run by Joe Brodus. Hound fans on their feet, hollering, "Go Hounds, go." Love the crowd. Huge crowd on hand for the Newport Greyhounds. Straight ahead. Tough football running for at least 3 and maybe 4. Give Joe Brodus 4 on the carry.
Our line settled in and going back to blocking hard.
10:33 remaining here in the first half of the football game. We're tied at 7. The Hounds scored with 6:01 to play in the first quarter on a 5-yard pass from Cash Forster to Jay Cright. Second down and 5 coming up for the Hounds here. Cash to throw to Cright, and it is overthrown.
I like the play call.
Bring up third down. It was second and 6 instead of second and 5, so it's third down and 6.
Another thing I'll say is the center of the field is open.
Two receivers left, one right. Slot back is O'Shea Pruitt. Hounds trying to run this way, and they've got some blocking. And here's Joe Brodus at the 30. Joe Brodus cuts back at the 25. Joe Brodus is to the 20. He's inside the 20, and he's down at the 18-yard line. Great job of blocking by the offensive line, coming out, pulling from inside.
If he hadn't have slid when he made his turn there, he was gone. Great run.
Third down and 6.
Yes. I like the way we're running out here.
Third down and 6, and the Hounds make a big play, running the football to the 18. Clock moving, 10 minutes to play in the half. Jordan Neal behind Cash Forster. Jordan Neal, good positive play.
Number 5, Jay Cright on the carry.
He'll get 2, depending on the spot, and it's all he's going to get. Might have gotten 3. We'll give him 3, second down and 7.
Well, was it Jay Cright? They're announcing over the top. It was Jay Cright, but I thought it was Jordan Neal.
It is Jordan.
Yeah. 9:24 to go, 7-7 here in the second quarter. Hounds on the move.
Shotgun formation. Jordan Neal will switch sides. Cash will throw, and that is over the head of the intended receiver, and we have a real late flag from the umpire thrown at the 10-yard line, so we'll have to kind of wait and see what the call is going to be.
I think we had a lineman downfield.
Yes, we did. So they'll mark it off from the line of scrimmage from the 15, and it'll be loss of down.
We have an ineligible man downfield for the Greyhound.
5-yard penalty.
Those remaining second down.
Than that, yeah. It's
Greyhounds will now have second and 12.
I'll take that. I thought it was loss of down. Take second down and 12. That's huge. The extra down is huge right here. Body and Neal wide left. Motion man is Body. Joe Brodus. Joe Brodus with the cut in the corner. Joe Brodus 10. Joe Brodus 5. Joe Brodus touchdown. Joe Brodus.
I mean, that was just a great setup play right there.
I keep trying to watch the offensive linemen and see which those guys are pulling at. I think that was Tyler Linville that time. But those guys, they got to rolling on the corner, and you can see them leaning back in towards the play side and both getting blocks. Tremendous call, tremendous run by the sophomore Joe Brodus, and the Hounds go up 13-7.
Yes, sir. And the receiver coming across in front of them, getting out and being an extra blocker on that side is big time. That springs him.
That's Jay Cright.
Yes, sir. Senior Jay Cright.
Here's the extra point kick. Looks good. It is good. And, you know, Brian, we've talked all year about how well our split receivers, our wideouts have blocked.
Yes, sir. They've done a great job. I mean, they have not backed down one bit. Even though they're not the one getting the ball, they're making sure they're playing for their team.
Unselfish.
Exactly.
Totally
exactly.
unselfish.
Georgia Kell Motors, 45 years strong. Chevrolet Buick GMC, 523-2792. And we can't forget about our boosters. They've been with us all year. Sam Nicholson Farms, Steve and Stacy Headley. They're the class of 76. Glass Plus, Mark Manning, B&T Battery, the Battery guys, Neil and Keith, Lou Allen and Company, family. Don't forget John Minor Crop Insurance. Give John Jr. a call, 207-3323, 501-207-3323. Dole Family Farms, Churchman Building Center, Ace Hardware, Iberia Bank, Howard's Glass, Mark McGoy Family Farms, and Purdy's Flower and Gifts.
And Jerry Ellis to kick this time for the Hounds. They're going to try to kick it away from 23. That ball is loose, and I think Atkins got it. But it was just a hard kick and hit an Atkins player, but recovered by an Atkins player there at 45. It's just one of those deals where you're just trying to kick it deep and hope it can get through that front line. We weren't trying to onside kick there, but that's okay. How about the Hound defense with a stop right here? Another stop. We got the turnover on the last defensive possession.
Yep, that's about 10 yards further along than you want to start, but defense just got to strap it up and go get the ball back for the offense. Let's go, D.
Quarterback rolls, looks, he throws, and it is complete. And that's a good toss and a good catch. And he has enough for a first down at the 44-yard line. Great timing play. And this quarterback can throw the football.
Yes, sir, and he was being pursued on the run. Pretty good strike. Got to strap it on, defense.
8:46 remaining in the quarter. It's the second quarter, and it's 14-7 in favor of the Greyhounds. Pretty good defense by O'Shea Pruitt on a little quick hitch pass over here to the near side.
Gain of about 4.
Second down and 6 for the Atkins Red Devils. Oh, great defense by Luke Samaniego along with Julius Pruitt. Going to bring up third down and at least 5.
56, Luke Samaniego on the stop.
Great play.
8:24, clock moving, Hounds on top 14-7, and obviously each and every play in a playoff game is a huge play.
One thing I've noticed about Luke, when he wraps you up, you're going down. He's a great tackler.
Quarterback looks, he throws, and it is tipped and caught. And they're going to score. On a freak play. It was hit the intended receiver, and it was incomplete. And they had a guy standing right there to catch the ball 5, 6, 7 yards from the play, and they catch it for a touchdown.
Second time that's happened to us this year.
They have a man down back up here at the 38-yard line.
Folks, it's duck season. Don't forget Hunter Bowen out at Muddy River Calls. He's got your duck calls and your decoys. Give him a buzz, 870-217-1033.
We'll keep it right here, obviously, and young man tried to get off the field over there, but pass was tipped and completed. And we're going to pause. And right after we paused, the young man got up. We weren't away for 15 seconds, and that's good for them. But those guys get a huge break. Third down and 5, and it was played exceptionally well by the Newport defense. That we tipped the ball in the air, and just the guy was just standing there, and a very opportunistic play for those guys.
Yeah, second time it's happened to us this year. I'm pretty sure of that one. Just a freak deal.
And here's that funny-looking
Circus.
Atkins with a point of tying this up. And it is blocked. So they do not. And let me tell you what, that is a huge, huge momentum play.
Yes, sir.
To think about now and even later on in the game, but huge right there because the Hounds still maintain the lead.
Just look back at last week's game, same thing happened. They went for 2 and didn't get it, ended up with 9 points instead of 10. That changed their play calling in the fourth quarter of what they had to have. Same thing here. Even though they were trying for the extra point, we went and blocked it, and that's a big deal.
7:54 to play here in the first half. 14-13, the Hounds lead. The last time these guys kicked, they kicked an onside kick. The Hounds were not ready for it. We will be ready for this one.
And don't forget, please hang with us after the game so you can see who the star of the game is, brought to you by George Kale, and get to hear from Coach Hinesley in the Subway Coaches Show, Subway out at the Walmart. Now, it's always interesting. It's just as exciting as the game is when David gets to visit with him.
Exciting. They try it again, and it's fielded by the Hounds beautifully.
Way to go, Julius.
Beautifully by Julius Pruitt at the 50-yard line, and that's a gamble but for those guys that doesn't pay off.
Not at all, because we, the big thing is we've got 7 minutes and 52 seconds left, plus we get the ball coming out of halftime.
Inside Atkins territory, just across the 50. We'll call it the 49 officially. One football length beyond the 50. Cash to throw. He's got time. He's throwing. Jerry Ellis is out of bounds. He caught the ball, but he was out of bounds. Hounds working on both sides of the field from the corner standpoint.
Thing I like that right there is he had plenty of time to throw the ball. Our offensive line did a real good job.
We hadn't seen Jerry Ellis in the backfield tonight. We've seen him in a couple plays at split receiver. We have seen Joe Brodus.
That's a real good job, line. Y'all keep playing like that, we'll be playing next Friday night.
Second down and 10. Jordan Neal, 40, 30, 25, 20. Stutter step inside the 10. And it was Connor Prince with a huge block. Tyler Linville with a huge block. Both guards pulling. And the Hounds are knocking on the door again.
Man, that's just excellent doing what your coaches taught you to do on the lines, the running backs, the receivers blocking. I mean, that's well executed play.
They ran him out of bounds at the 8, so it's first and goal from the 8. 7:36 to play here in the first half. The Hounds leading 14-13.
I'm so glad they came to play tonight.
Here is Joe Brodus straight ahead. Joe Brodus will get a couple to the 6. Near the 5.
Great surge offensive line. Great surge.
They give him 5, so that's 3. So second down and goal from the 5. Punch it in there, Hounds. See if the Hounds go to the power set. They will not. Dawson Cook in the football game at one of the wideouts. Jay Crant goes wide left. Cook and Calamese.
You're in Joe Brodus land right here, dude.
Joe Brodus to the 4-yard line. Play developed a little slowly that time. So the Hounds will have it third down and goal from right at the 4-yard line. Got a couple of plays to get it in right here.
Yes, sir. And I tell you one thing, I wished Cash Forster had worn a Fitbit this season. See how many steps he had taken.
Jordan Neal behind Cash. Straight ahead, Jordan Neal, and they're going to get us for holding. I saw the referee start to throw the flag, and he did not throw it. He had it. He acted like he was going to throw it, and he put it back in his pocket. I saw it. The guy that's placing the ball right there had it out, started to throw it, and put it back in his pocket. I saw him.
But the end result is we ran in untouched. Excellent job, line.
Touchdown Greyhounds. I forgot to say that, didn't I?
Yes, sir. Untouched. Excellent job by the
So the Hounds go up 20-13. 7-point lead. That one is blocked. Came right up the middle.
Well, you can't jump over the center, and they just did it. So,
well, I'm not going to complain about it if they don't call it, because they had one called on us that didn't call. So I'll trade 1 for 1 on that situation right there.
But I hate giving up that extra point.
Well, 20-13, the Hounds lead by 7. Got to play some more defense right here coming out, and I think that's what Coach John Bradley is asking Coach Ansley over there. That guy jumped right over the center. If he touches the center, he cannot do that.
They're getting an explanation, but it ain't what they wanted to hear, because you can't do it.
Hounds with 5:58 to play in the first half, lead 20-13.
For you folks that have never been here to the football field in Atkins, we are surrounded by the school and homes. I mean, we're sitting right in a residential neighborhood.
Beautiful place to play, though. Love the lighting.
Oh, yeah.
Good stands on both sides. Beautiful place to work. We've got great seats up here. And Jerry Ellis to kick again. He's going to try to kick it hard. And he did. Fielded by number 5 at the 15-yard line. And tackled from behind and finally down before he gets back to the 30. And that's just great execution by the Newport kicking team to kick it hard, kick it away from 23, and have great coverage.
Exactly. Stayed in their lanes, made their tackles. I mean, we were spread out across and then broke down when he broke to the left.
Cryatt along with Devontae and McCoy from the 29-yard line. So come on, Hound defense right here, 5:50 to play.
Julius Pruitt's having a real good game so far tonight. I mean, we haven't mentioned him enough this year, but boy, tonight he came to play.
Straight ahead, hit in the backfield by Deshaun.
Hello, my name's Deshaun Anderson.
I am number 57.
57.
And I am in your backfield.
That's right.
A loss of a couple.
Great play, Deshaun. Defensive line.
And an official's timeout to bring one of their linemen out of the game.
I think he's got a little blood on him, they signaling.
They'll have to get him wrapped up. Send the next guy in. And that guy has got some guns for arms.
Pythons.
Wow. Hope he don't bleed long. Just.
Well, Coach Keedy would say back in the day, rub some dirt on it and get your butt back on the field.
5:07 clock moving, 25-second clock is down to 8. And obviously Atkins is not going to run a play right here. They're going to call timeout. They're going to try to get their guy back in the ball game, the guy that came out because of the blood. And I don't know the rule on having to stay out for a play.
I thought that was the case when you came out, like when you lose your helmet.
Well, he's going back in. And obviously they thought that it was worth the time out there to bring that guy back in. I know when you lose a helmet you have to come out. I don't know the ruling on that. Obviously the rule is you can come back in as soon as you get taped back up. 4:57. What's that?
13-13, Fordyce and Prescott.
I knew that would be a heck of a football game. Winner of this football game would play the winner of that football game.
We'd like to St. Atkins Family Pharmacy along with L. Perry.
So we're at second down here. Oh, the guy that got injured, is that the deep snapper or the right guard? I think he's the right guard.
58, so.
He's the snapper. He may be the snapper. He's
the center. Yes,
he is the center. Second down and 12. Excuse me. 4:57 to play first half. 20-13 we lead. Hounds in a 3 front. Quarterback throws, timing pattern, excellent throw, excellent catch. Coverage by Cook.
15 Dawson Cook on the stop for the Greyhound.
I'll tell you what, folks. They are cooking burgers on the grill over there, and the smoke's blowing right in here, and it don't make me nothing but hungry, and I've already had one before the game ever started.
We got third down and a long one coming here. So let's see what Atkins will do.
But there were no pickles on my burger. You'd think at Atkins you'd have pickles.
Atkins pickles.
Big third down.
He didn't make it.
Whoa.
He didn't make it.
I know that defense. Big Deshaun.
Deshaun, Samaniego might have lost a little. Fourth down and 1.5 yards.
4:36 to go in the second quarter. Newport up 20-13. Just be still and don't jump.
Yeah, you expect long count. They don't long count. They do a sweep, and the Hounds are there, and they got the first down. Those guys gambled, and they won. It was a quick count and a quick snap and just a little toss sweep. Thought maybe the Hounds might have a chance. They did have a chance, but they just couldn't get it done right there.
Couldn't get through their crowd of blockers. They had him in behind 3 receivers out there, and just a well-executed play.
Fourth down and 2 from well inside their territory. It's
inside their 40.
Yeah, it's at the 40. In between the 2 and the 3. Or right across the 3. 4 minutes, clock moving. First down and 10 for Atkins. Straight ahead. Played well by the Hounds. Don't give him any more than that. They will get a couple, maybe 3, with 3:47. Huge last 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes right here.
Second and 7 for the Red Devils.
Yeah, because you're fixing to watch them come over the top of us.
Second down and 7. They're throwing in it. Oh, I thought it was going to be picked off by Kalen Fryer, but that is beautiful defense by TK.
I'll take that defense, knocking it down,
Absolutely.
Not popping it up in the air. That's great defense. You can't teach it any better.
And he was on press coverage, and the guy ran him off 7 or 8 yards, and then TK stayed right on top of him, and you expect them to roll left for a timing pattern this way.
3:16 and headed down.
Clock stopped because of the incompletion, so plenty of time for the Red Devils, but a huge play in the first half of this football game. '20's trying to get out of the backfield. There's that timing play, and it is incomplete. Great defense by Jerry Ellis, but the pass was a little short.
Deshaun made him pass it faster than he wanted to. He was in hot pursuit.
And it's fourth down and 7, and you expect these guys to punt with 3:10 to go. You certainly, if you're those guys, wouldn't want to give the Greyhounds the football there. Jay Kratt will check in for Tyrell Fryer. He'll be the deep man. You could expect a fake. Jay Kratt will get a chance. Jay Kratt breaks 1 tackle, 2 tackles, and he can't get away from 3 and 4. So the Hounds will have it, but the great thing, they'll have it at the 25-yard line, but the good thing is that he caught the football, and it did bounce and roll down inside the 10.
That's a play that you don't see in the stat book. That's a good play. Good play. Now, Newport has 2:59 to go here in the second quarter, and all 3 of their timeouts.
On their own 25.
Hounds can throw it or run it in a wealth of time, especially with those 3 timeouts, as you say. Hounds have had a great job of rushing the football against this bunch.
And they've set up that jet sweep to it's fixing to happen.
Joe Brodus got past one guy, gets back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
58,
Might have gotten a half a yard.
Gain of about 1 to make it 2nd and 9 for the Greyhounds.
1 football across the 25, headed toward the 26-yard line with 2:30 to play. 20-13. In favor of the Greyhounds. Straight ahead, Joe Brodus trying to get outside. He cannot, but he crosses the 30 to the 31-yard line. Pretty good football play there to bring up 3rd down and about 4 with 2 minutes to play.
Greyhounds will be looking at 3rd and 4.
You can tell who the senior is out there on that line because Deshaun is kind of working with Darrell on where he should have been in that position, and you kind of like to see you senior taking over.
3rd down and 4 for the Hounds. This is Joe Brodus as the 50. Joe Brodus to the 40, trying to get a block, and Joe Brodus is across the 30.
I mean, he worked that perfect. He put his hand on the blocker in front of him, letting him lead him through to keep the defenders off of him. That's great.
Joe Brodus.
Joe Brodus. Joe Brodus.
1:35 to play. Hounds 1st down and 10 at the 29.
Number 44. I had a family member that used to wear number 44.
To 1:35 to play, and the clock will start. Can the Hounds get points here? Straight ahead, Jordan Neal. 1:20, and will the Hounds call a timeout? You got 3 left. You got 3, and I think now would be I'm not going to coach.
74, Matt Robertson along 65, Jason McDaniel on the play.
Sure, we got 3.
Well, according to the scoreboard, and I don't remember us calling any. We're under a minute.
Cash to throw. Jay Kratt. No. So 3rd down and 9 coming up. Just off Kratt's fingertips.
So close. So close.
It'll bring up 3rd and 9 for the Greyhounds.
3rd down and 9. Lots of time. Clock would stop on a 1st down.
Yep, got 2 downs to get it.
Ball at the 28-yard line. High snap. Jordan Neal trying to go left and get outside, and he cannot, and the Hounds will have to call a timeout here. Use one of their 3, I think. 36-35. It's 4th down. The Hounds have 3 timeouts left and are not going to use one. Clock is down to 25, 24, 23, 22. I'm not sure. I'm just not sure. Are the Hounds going to run it, try to run the clock out here?
They're just going to take one shot, looks like.
Okay.
On the Red Devil 27.
Well, there was 47 seconds to go on the clock when the play started. And it was 35 seconds to go, and I know it is 4th down. I mean, you got to get the 1st down regardless.
Unless you're just taking a shot at Hail Mary in the end zone.
Well, in our discussion, and not to second guess anybody, but if you call timeouts and you get the 1st down, then you have more plays. But I guess we're just content to make one play here. And that's okay. It's their call, not ours. You know, we carried 3 timeouts into the locker room a couple of weeks ago. And obviously we're going to carry 3 more in here right now, but.
No, 2, aren't we?
Sir?
We're going to carry 2 in because we just took one, didn't we?
Oh, yes, sir. No. Well, I guess we did. That's correct.
Yeah, we just took one, so we'll get
yes, sir.
2 snow cones.
These guys are going to be in prevent. Across the middle into 4, 5, 6 guys there. I'm not sure about it, but we've played a half. The Hounds, I guess, I don't know what to say. I really don't. We lead 20-13. Second half action is next. Brian Prince, the Hounds will get the football to start the second half. And if you look back at the first half and you go, well, those guys had a pretty good drive the first time or I guess it was second time maybe they touched the football. First time they were 3 and out and had a pretty good drive. And then their second touchdown really came on a freak play. I think defensively we got them where we want them. We put 20 points on the board right here, 3 touchdowns, and we get the ball to start the third quarter. Huge possession coming up.
Because I'm guaranteeing you right now they're looking for the onside kick this time. And, you know, but they may not try to go to the well too many times. They're 1 for 1 on it, on the onside kick. Got Jerry Ellis about the middle, you know, what's he at the 25 until he sees something different. I just, you know, we just got to set the tone for the rest of the game in this first series. Get the ball, hold on to the ball, and let's go play offense.
Yeah, I think this guy surveys the situation. He's just going to kick over the first 2 rows and see what happens here. To Kalen at the 40. To Kalen across the 45, and that's just a great job of handling a hard-kicked ball. And the Newport offense will set up shop. First down and 10 from their own 40. What yard line? 46 yard line. So Hounds have had a great opportunity to run the football. We're really moving the football. We think we can outrun the big guy 58. He'll be in the linebacker spot. There's 23 and 58. Talked with Joe Haynes, and now they just switched. Or 29. Trying to run it towards 58 because he doesn't have near the speed. Those guys jump off sides, and a great call by John Bradley coming out of the half.
Great call. Get that. Get over to their side of the field before we ever snap the ball. But we did the first thing we had to do, and that was we caught the kickoff, we secured it. Now we'll turn it to the offense.
And in their territory at the 49. Come on, Greyhounds, let's go. We're 24 minutes away. Jordan Neal cuts back. Jordan Neal's got room at the 40. Great block, Jordan Neal, 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Newport Greyhounds.
Clean field, no flags, 1 play, 1 touchdown.
The play was designed to go to the left, and Jordan stopped. He stopped and came back to the right and goes the distance. Huge for the Newport Greyhounds.
Yeah, that's just great field vision, awareness, cut it back, and just used his speed.
26-13, and the Hounds score on their first offensive play of the second half.
Yeah, they jumped him again.
Here. Oh, they've got it. Oh, look here. They're going to get a penalty. They've got a little extracurricular. They're going to get a penalty for being off sides. A little extracurricular is one of their guys.
If it's
54,
extracurricular,
hit 51.
It'll be on the kickoff. They'll assess it on the kickoff.
Hope so. There's 2 penalties here. One of them is either an offsides or a motion penalty, and we'll sort it out and see what it is. Xavier Foster is the snapper.
But again, you see him jump over the lineman.
Yes. And I think that's what the discussion is. Maybe that our coaches, I know our coaches had talked about it the first time that happened when they blocked the extra point, about 23 jumping over the line, and they missed it the first time. They missed a call. So let's sort this thing out and see exactly what we've got here. Dead ball foul. Mr. Jack Fulmer, the referee tonight, long time baseball guru around Central Arkansas, umpire and great official. Personal foul against those guys.
We have personal foul against the Red Devils.
That's one penalty. Now they have to go back and I guess they move it down to the 1.5. That's all they're going to do here. The play was stopped because of a penalty. Coach Hansley is asking Coach Fulmer. And now the Hounds are going to go for 2. From the 1.5. Hounds will line up for 2. Dalton Phillips will check in. Tyler Linville blocking back on the left side. That Joe Brodus behind Cash. It's a high snap. That's Joe Brodus, and he's in there, I think. Yeah, he's in there. Check it. Make it O'Shea Pruitt.
11:46 left.
O'Shea Pruitt gets the call, and he gets the 2-yard gain for the Hounds. The Hounds up 28-13.
That's just a great way to start the third quarter, take control of the game, then come back and get the 2-point conversion to put us up by 15. That's 2 scores at least.
Yes, sir.
So,
want to remind everybody that the after-hours clinic at the White River Medical Complex in Newport is open right now. They're accepting walk-ins Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. They're at 2200 Malcolm Avenue. You heard us talk about them all year long out at the old Kroger building. But now, after-hours clinic, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Call 870-512-2550 if you need to set up an appointment, or just go walk in and you can see a doctor. Jerry Ellis to kick for the Newport Greyhounds. Both times he's kicked tonight, he's kicked it very, very hard. And the second time, the last time he did, the Hounds had a chance to recover a fumble. Kicks it hard again, and it filled it and down at the 38-yard line by Atkins.
Bounced off the first up front guy that time.
Yes.
He's kicking it so hard.
28-13 in favor of the Greyhounds here to start the third quarter.
You got to lead, but you can't let up. You got to keep pinning them ears back and go get them, defensive line. Because I guarantee you, they're fired up, ready to put some points up.
And these guys can throw the football and they can run it a little bit too. Deshaun. Wheel route. Played beautifully by Fryer. The play is stopped on the far side. 23 went in motion. He goes in motion across the field, and then he starts cutting up way too soon. And if you're going forward, that is an illegal shift, an illegal motion penalty, and should be a 5-yard penalty.
Yep, good spot.
Against the Red Devils.
They call it false start. It's had this discussion with a good friend of mine last year.
Red Devils will be facing first down and 15.
First down and 15 for the Red Devils. Well, Tydrell Fryer was rolling in the secondary that direction. Boy, and he just played the ball beautifully. Across the middle, Dawson Cook is, I thought, going to get an interception. Just a great toss and catch. Split 2 defenders.
I think Jordan Neal thought he was going to tip it away, just couldn't get to it.
Huge play, and these guys are good enough to score on any play. Two receivers wide right, 2 wide left. Quarterback throws deep. He's got a man, and it is overthrown. Great coverage by T.K. Fryer.
Pass intended for number 7, Trey Davis, is incomplete. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
We were on him. Real good defense there.
These guys don't just drop back and throw it. Their quarterback's always on the run, so it's hard to apply pressure to these guys. 2nd down and 10 coming up for the Red Devils. Hounds leading the football game 28-13. Still 11-24. We've played 36 seconds here in the 3rd quarter. Seen a lot of action already. Straight ahead. Not a lot there. And a host of Greyhounds, a multitude of hounds. Must have been about 15 of them.
Must have. And the one you don't want on top of you was on top, and that's Darrell.
3rd down and 9.
It'll be 3rd and 9 for the Red Devils.
Come on, D. Do your thing right here.
You just think it's something to the left, rolling left in a timing pattern. 23's in the slot. He may be the go-to guy here. Watch for a down, out, and down.
We got some help over here.
And they throw it. And it is intercepted by the Greyhounds. On a down, out, and down. And it is Fryer with a big catch. Tydrell playing free safety, and he comes up with a huge interception for the Newport Greyhounds.
That's major right there.
Tydrell Fryer at the 7-yard line.
Now strap it on this offensive line's back, and let's take the wind out of their sails down this field from the north to the south tonight.
I'll take it, brother. I'll take it. Let's go. 10:39 to play in the 3rd quarter, and the Hounds defensively with another turnover on the night. Their 2nd of the night. Recovered a fumble earlier.
Came out and scored, came out and stopped. That's how you set the tone for the rest of the game. Now
Joe Brodus will be behind Cash Forster from the 7. Joe Brodus will get tough yardage. Maybe to the 8. Didn't get a lot there.
44, Joe Brodus on the carry. 74, Matt Robertson along with 65, Trayton McDaniel.
2nd down and 9.
Also on the play.
George Kell Motor Company Player of the Game and the Subway Coaches Show immediately following the broadcast of tonight's game. Hope it's a winner.
Yes, sir. I'd like to go on next Friday night myself.
These two teams playing for a Final Four berth. Joe Brodus fumbled the football.
44, Brodus on the carry, a fumble on the play.
And the Hounds recover. If he fumbled, did he fumble it all?
He fumbled it, and Deshaun covered his 2nd fumble of the night, and I'm glad he got that one too.
So it's 3rd down and 7 coming up for the Hounds. Give those guys credit. They're down there and say, let's just try to strip the football. 3rd down and 7.
Yep, they've got their ears pinned back.
Hounds going deep to Kratt again. He just hadn't been there tonight.
Number 16, Cash Forster's pass intended for number 5, Jay Kratt, goes incomplete. It'll bring up 4th and 8 for the Greyhounds.
Yep, their defender's staying right on his hip pocket, and unless you can drop it to the outside shoulder, and we haven't done that tonight.
We just hadn't been there.
Nope. I think this is our first punt of the evening.
It is. Aaron Hill to punt. Xavier Foster to snap. It's a good snap, and it is a great punt. It is a great punt, and a fair catch is called for, and he lets it drop, and it'll be down at the 46-yard line. So considering the circumstances after the interception, not bad. You'd hope to get a couple of first downs to gain some field position, but the Hounds couldn't do it. But more importantly, they didn't give up a turnover on the fumble.
That's just good senior alertness. Deshaun out there got the ball back, so, we can at least make something positive happen. And an excellent punt, David.
Yes, no doubt.
Kicking out of the end zone, that's not what anybody wants to do. A good snap, that's a big key factor right there.
Aaron has been solid all year long. 1st down and 10.
There we go.
Long count. Had a couple of guys from defense jump, but they did not jump into the neutral zone, and their offensive tackle did. So it'll be a 5-yard penalty back to the 49-yard line against the Red Devils from Atkins.
His cadence was too good.
And it's first down and 15 for the Red Devils. 8:58 to play here in the third quarter. 28-13 is our score.
Got 2 of our guys to jump, but their one counted.
Reverse. Played well by the Hounds. Hounds are everywhere and make a tackle, and they do. A little misdirection reverse, and that was played beautifully by the Newport Greyhounds. Luke Samaniego among others.
That, again, we talk about it all season, setting that edge. You've got to set that edge when there's a reverse, double reverse coming on like that.
Second down and 14.
8:27 and counting. Newport up 28-13 here in the third quarter.
Ball is between the 50 and the 49-yard line in Newport territory. Newport in a 3-man front. And it is picked up. Oh, no, almost by Dawson Cook. He played it beautifully. He played it beautifully.
That quarterback had his eyes on that man the whole time, and Dawson read those eyes. That was a great play.
It was a tremendous play from Dawson Cook because he had tremendous coverage and broke on the ball at the exact same time that he needed to. He just couldn't corral the catch.
Well,
he'd have gone 50.
He was gone because there was nobody even going to get turned around before he got to the 20. Big third down here, and they're bringing
single receiver at the top of the screen. They got 3 this way. This is a reverse, and it's going to be a pass. And they throw, and they're going to throw deep, and Dawson Cook has this ball played well, and he does. He makes the interception. Dawson Cook.
He said, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you.
It was a reverse pass. 3 different guys touched it in the backfield, and they threw deep. You couldn't play any better defense than Dawson Cook did. He had it played perfectly, and it's one of those balls that's in the air. You go, it's anybody's ball who's got position, and Dawson Cook with a huge, huge play. Now let's get it out of the hole.
They are starting to panic because they're pulling out the gimmick stuff. If we go put another score on them right here, I mean, this is a big drive right here. 7:59 to go here in the third quarter.
Joe Brodus, short gain, if any, might have gotten
Flag.
1. Chop block against the Greyhounds.
Man, there was such a pile there. How could you even see a chop block?
So it has to be from about the 11 down to the 6. It is.
They decline it. Did they not?
Well, they moved it down 5 yards from the 11 to the. Well, they took the penalty, I think. Let's see, chop block. Yes, you've said that once. Jack's from old school. Jack Fulmer, I'm talking about, he's old school. He recalls it, and then he calls it again, and that's okay. I like that. I like how he lets us know what the penalty is before. I like that. That's what good officials do. First down and 15 now. Maybe 16. First and 16 from the 6. Hounds coming wide this way. Joe Brodus. Joe Brodus, room to run. Joe Brodus at the 15 and across the 15 and down at the 18-yard line. He's short of the first down.
Number 8, Corey Childers, along with 29, Dawson Taylor on the play.
There was a hole over there that he ran through. Again, good blocking by a receiver out there, and our right side of the line, sealing back on their block.
Second down and a short 4, a long 3. Hounds lead 28-13. We have 7 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Joe Brodus with a cut, and Joe Brodus into the secondary. Joe Brodus 30. Joe Brodus 35, 40. Joe Brodus to the 45, cuts back at the 50. Joe Brodus to the 45. He's still on his feet, and he's down at the 38-yard line. Joe Brodus.
Joe Brodus. Joe Brodus. I mean, he made that happen. His line got him to a point, but his effort drug him another 20 yards.
It did, my friend. Joe Brodus to the 38.
Look at him. Look at them fans over there. Go Hounds.
Our fans are on their feet, and they have been throughout the football game. And the Hounds had it at the 6-yard line and now suddenly in their territory. And a touchdown here would be huge, to say the least.
6:35 and counting.
Jordan Neal in. Good football play, just trying to get some positives, trying to get to the 35, and they're short of the 35-yard line. Clock will continue to run, 6:18.
74, Matt Robertson.
Haven't seen Jerry Ellis a snap from the running back position tonight.
Everything they've done to try to have him in space. Come on, offensive line. Let's go get some yards.
Jordan got a couple to the 36. Jordan Neal coming back this way. Had a big run earlier where he went left and came back right. Across the 33.
Just keep moving. Good positive plays, as you say, Dave. We just keep moving forward. Positive plays.
We're at the 32. It's going to be third down and a long 4. With 5:18 remaining in the third quarter, and the Hounds leading 28-13. Long count. 25-second clock at 6, 5, 4. Across the middle, Jay Crowd is complete. So for the first time tonight, the Hounds try to use the middle of the field. We have gone down the field each time, and Jay Crichton made 3 steps forward and then came across on a quick slant, and Cash Forster drilled him for a first down.
I mean, that's perfect pitch and catch right there. And we're on their 24-yard line on a drive that started inside our 5.
Joe Brodus
carrying people.
Was hit at the line of scrimmage and still made yards.
Also 58, Avery Price.
Our line is laying on them, Dave. I think it's starting to wear on these boys.
22-yard line is where the ball's sitting, and it's second down in a very, very short 8 or a long 7.
4:16 to go here in the third quarter. Newport's in the middle of a probably 8 or 9 play drive right now.
And second down, and we'll call it 7. Jordan Neal straight ahead. He's near a first down, but maybe a yard short as he gets it to the 15. It'll be third down and 1, and keep pounding Greyhounds.
Boy, he put his head down, shoulders down, followed his lineman. That's a good hard run right there, Jordan Neal.
Quavion Harris has been in the football game. At offensive line of Alex Emery. At the right tackle.
Stop for the Red Devils. It'll be third and 1 for the Greyhounds.
Tyler Linville, Deshaun, Connor, Durrell, third down and 1. High snap again, but Jordan Neal will get the 1 yard that he needed.
Number 6, Jordan Neal on the carry.
Hard running, David. Hard running.
Here comes Joe Brodus into the football game.
Robertson along with number 5, Josh Jones.
They've got him marked plenty for the first down right here. They should move the chains here. Yes. 3:23 remaining in the third quarter. 28-13. The drive started at the 6. The Hounds, after their second interception here.
You could see their defensive line and their coaches going, oh no, here comes 44.
Here he comes.
Here he comes.
First down and 10. From the 14. Joe Brodus cuts back against the grain, and he's popped at the 10, but it's a good football play by the offensive line. And Joe Brodus has such a vision, a knack of finding the hole when it's not there, going the direction where he sees some daylight.
Yeah, both of our running backs. Jordan Neal's done it earlier, and he. And I mean, both of them are really got a good vision tonight.
He got 4. We're down to the 9.
2:35 and counting here in the third quarter.
Trying to get outside. Joe Brodus, he's inside the 5 to the 4-yard line.
Wrestled down by 23.
Coming up on another 3rd and short. I'll take 4 and 5 yards a carry the rest of the night, David.
Yes, sir, I will
rest
too.
of the night. I'll take it right now.
I will too.
On the red devil 4.
Our line is laying on them, just like they did Harding Academy last week. Our line is doing an excellent job.
Hounds trying to make it to the semifinals. Need a good snap here. O'Shea at the I-back. O'Shea straight ahead, and he's near a first down. He may be short depending on the spot, but he's close.
54, Cody Robinson also on the play.
They're going to look at it. Close enough to measure.
Don't forget to hang around tonight. Subway Subway Coaches Show out at the new Walmart brings that to you, and the player of the game, George Kale, player of the game. And then, boy, we're at a toss-up right now because we've got some players.
Zoom in there and let's see how close we can get, Ben. Here's the chain, and it's going to be short by about 3 or 4 inches.
Get behind that line and go.
You expect these guys to hop, skip, jump over the top, protect a gap, and move it 6 inches. Can the Hounds get 6 inches here? I'd just soon have 3.5 yards.
I wouldn't mind Cash holding on to it as he rolls out here.
We're going right with O'Shea. We're saying, here we come. Can y'all stop us? We're under center. Maybe a sneak. Cash Forster has it. Yes, sir. Cash Forster with a quarterback sneak. Love the call.
Great call. We don't see him up underneath there much, but he's 6'2". He falls forward for, he's going to get it.
Behind Deshaun, Connor Prince.
Big Darrell. All that beef up front.
Dalton Phillips. That right guard right then when Tyler moves into the blocking back position, and here comes Joe Brodus from the 2.
1:15 and counting here in the 3rd quarter. Greyhounds moving from the north to the south here.
1st and goal for the Hounds from the 2. This is Joe Brodus. Joe Brodus is hit, and he's diving, and he's plugging, and he's spinning, and he's trying. He's short of the goal line.
But his legs never quit churning.
Hounds to go, hurry up.
Josh Jones.
Joe Brodus leaps, and Joe Brodus scores! Joe Brodus leaps over the offensive and defensive lines, and the Hounds will go up now 34-13.
They did not expect him to leave the ground like that because he's such a on the field downhill runner.
34-13 in favor of the Newport Greyhounds. 84-yard drive from the 94-yard drive from the 6.
I can't tell you how proud I am of this team tonight that is laden with sophomores, juniors, and very few seniors.
And you see the extra point kick going in. Yeah, just 7 seniors on this football team. And the Hounds go up 35-13. And we've got 12 minutes and 38 seconds to play in the football game. 38 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. And then 12 minutes in the 4th quarter. Reminder about Skycap in the Village Mall. Roderick Robinson, we call him Darius Robinson. If you need your phone, the thing that I got done out there the other day is we had a cracked iPhone.
Yeah.
A cracked phone. He goes out there and you just take the phone out there, and about 35 minutes later, you got a new screen out there. It didn't take long. You pay the guy, you move on.
I guarantee you that's very important for the folks at home in Newport to know, because there's just not a lot of that out there. That's That's a good piece of
computer repair.
information.
Computer repair. Give them a call at 870-201-1511. They're located in the Village Mall. Dearius Robinson,
Jerry
right
Ellis
next
back.
door to Gavin McDowell. What a job. Working on computers. You got problems, give those guys a call. Jerry Ellis with another squib kick that's filled it at the 35-yard line, and I love it.
It's just where we've had our success by making them start at the 30 and 35 all year long.
Hounds with a tremendous defensive effort. They gave up a touchdown on their second offensive possession of Atkins, and then Atkins had the tipped completion and run in for a touchdown in the second quarter. And other than that, it's been pretty much Hounds. We have a fumble recovery and a couple of Oskies, a couple of interceptions. A 22-point lead. Quarterback to run. Nothing. He's stuffed. He'll lose a yard.
Quarterback keeper. '51, Zane Watkins on the stop for the Greyhounds. No gain will make it 2nd and 10.
Second down and 10, they say. They mark it back at the 35. 8 seconds to go, third quarter, 7 on the game clock.
As we speak, it's Prescott 22-14 over Fordyce.
Quarterback looks. He wants to throw across the middle, and there's 3 guys there, but it's complete and down. Great coverage by the Hounds as that's the third quarter last play. We've played 3. Hounds lead 35-13. St. Michael's Place. April Bateman, the new administrator. Jay Cox, Social Services. Going to be back on the business spotlight this December. It's coming right up.
Just going to tell you that Glen Rose is 35-0 over Rivercrest.
Wow.
That's a shocker right there.
That is a shocker.
Charleston 45, Center Point 10. That's some surprises out there.
Yeah, what else you got?
I got, let's see, North Little Rock 32-10, Fayetteville 32-15 over Bentonville, Russellville 35-7 over Benton, Greenwood 17, Pine Bluff 8.
Wow.
Wynn 56, Watson Chapel 28. There's some points. And Warren 28, Robinson 21, Prairie Grove 42, Gosnell 12. One of our past opponents.
Those are some scores from around the state of Arkansas, and a 3rd down and 3 coming up. Excuse me, for Atkins. Hounds lead by 22 points, 35-13. Straight ahead.
Oh, boy.
And he doesn't get much on the initial surge, but the second effort will get him near a first down. And I think he has it on the spot.
That's just sheer effort on that running back's part because they had him, just stop 2 yards deep.
I think they still want to measure. It's awfully close, yeah. First down.
11:51 to go here in the fourth quarter. Hounds in control, 35-13. All 3 timeouts for the Hounds.
Hope we don't need them.
Yeah, me too.
First down and 10 for the Red Devils. Quarterback rolled. He's in trouble. He looks. He throws to nobody. And it should be, since nobody's even close, it should be intentional grounding. Nobody within 10 yards, and there is the flag. They discuss it and they call it. Great pressure by the Hounds. Intentional grounding. No question about that.
Yeah, they'll go back, look at that film, and think, well, I shouldn't argue that one.
Hounds 10-2 coming in, trying to win their 11th football game of the year. Ben Black once again with the camera work, the producing and directing. He has been remarkable. Certainly miss our good friend Dan Klepechka. Second down and 15 from the 40. 11:24 remaining in the game. 35-13 in favor of the Greyhounds. Pressure coming. Going to try to throw a screen pass, and they have it. It's played beautifully by the Hounds. Deshaun and O'Shea.
That big man can motor. Deshaun's got a gear. O'Shea came in and cleaned him up.
Third down and 10 now. Great effort by Deshaun and O'Shea.
Not going to say it had anything to do with the turkey and ham at my house for Thanksgiving yesterday.
Zane Watkins, Deshaun, Darrell, and Luke Samaniego up front. 25-second clock had run down to 8, and the Red Devils elect to call a timeout. It's the first one of the half with 10:40 to play in the third quarter. And it's just been a stellar defensive effort again tonight, Brian.
Yes, sir. I mean, outside of the the ball bouncing up 2 or 3 times, them getting it, down there, the defense has just really done an excellent job.
And what a job about the offense. 35 points on the board through 3 quarters. The offense came to play this week. The execution has been outstanding.
Two of the positions that don't get a lot of praise, and I want to go back to it because it was a major point in this game, was the snap and the punt with our back in the end zone. He brought it out here to the 45-yard line.
Yes, he did.
I mean, people don't get the accolades. They deserve it because they got us out of a hole.
Big momentum swing,
yes,
no doubt. And 3rd and 10, and this could be a money play here. Quarterback, lots of time across the middle, and it's complete. If he stays on his feet, he might have had a chance.
Noticed on that play, they brought Zane Watkins in towards the nose guard and flipped Deshaun outside, and then you had Darrell on the lined up over the guard on this side.
Good toss, good catch. These guys are not going to go away, and they can onside kick. Hounds need a stop. 1st down and 10 from the 31-yard line. That is tipped and incomplete. Great coverage by Jordan Neal.
Our D-backs have done well tonight.
Yes, they have. A couple of picks to their credit.
On the flip side, our receivers, all they get accolades usually for is catching, but they've done an excellent job blocking on the outside for Jordan and Jerry, and Jerry's been blocking. And Joe Brodus.
2nd down and 10. Quarterback looks, pressure from behind. He throws, and it is over the intended receiver's head. Pressure from Luke Samaniego coming from behind brings up a 3rd down and 10.
Our guys are still going 120-0.
Yeah, we better.
They're not giving up just because they got a lead. They're hanging.
35-13 our score. 10:08, 3rd down and 10 from the 31. You expect 23 to possibly be in the mix. The guy that just shifted right, watch him running a nothing. This is a screen pass going to the left side, and somebody went wrong for Atkins.
Number 10.
Look, 62, he's down there at the 20-yard line, and that's probably against the rules, but nobody saw that one.
Yes, just a little.
So 4th down and 10.
They were just discombobulated on both sides of the ball, that one.
10:04 remaining, 4th down and 10. 25-second clock down to 8. Quarterback under pressure, being chased, and gets away from one guy, but he won't get away from Big Darrell. Big Darrell Hardiman sacks the quarterback at the 36-yard line, and the Hound defense has held.
That poor number 62, he tried to hold him off, but he's turning to going, Coach, you see how big this guy is?
Big Darrell.
Now go take y'all a rest for a minute for those that are not playing offensive line, defensive line.
Zane Watkins will spell Darrell Hardiman a well-deserved rest for him. Connor Prince still at the left guard. Deshaun is the snapper. Tyler Linville at right guard. And the mainstay over at the right tackle is big Alex Emery. And Joe Brodus in the backfield. Joe Brodus trying to go wide, and for the first time tonight, Joe's going to lose some yardage. Joe will lose 5, maybe 6.
9:35 in counting here in the fourth quarter. Greyhounds up 35-13.
Hounds to the line of scrimmage with Quavion and Dawson going to the right side. Jay Cratjaw single coverage at the bottom of the screen, even out of your screen. This is Joe Brodus, maybe. Is that still Joe? For a short gain. He'll get a couple, but more importantly, the clock continues to run, and we're under 9 minutes.
We really need to get a first down or two to let our defense have a rest over there.
I would agree.
Especially big man.
It'll be 3rd and 14 for the Greyhounds.
25-second clock, game clock, or the play clock down to 10. Game clock at 8:35. Joe Brodus. Joe Brodus trying to go outside. It's a pretty good gain there, but well short of the first down by about 7, 8, 9 yards. But the Hounds can run another 45 seconds off the clock here.
It'll be 4th and 9 for the
Now they've got 25 seconds to punt.
I don't know if it's just me, but their PA announcer sounds an awful lot like ours, Kevin Young.
Hadn't really noticed, Jay. Yeah. Kevo. Xavier Foster, Aaron Hill, and that is a dandy. Fair catch called for at the 35-yard line. And Aaron Hill again tonight has been outstanding kicking the football.
Yeah, I'll salute that, the snap and punt, and I'm saluting.
A 32-yard net punt, and that'll work in that situation to back those guys up to their own 35-yard line. With 7:45 to play in the football game, the Hounds leading 35-13, trying to get to the Final Four.
As I look at their players on the sideline, they are just wore out.
I hope they remain that way for the next 7:45. That is a ball that is tipped and incomplete.
I thought he was going to tip it on into Julius.
It'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Red Devils.
2nd down and 10. Clock stops. I always hear Coach Hansley up here before he calls his defensive signal. He goes, hey, look here, hey. I like it. He gets their attention, makes the call. Defense again stellar tonight, and the offense has been equally as good. Quarterback throws, and he has a man complete. It's complete at the 50. That's a first down into Newport territory.
Great tackle by Jordan Neal there.
Clock will stop until the chains are moved.
Their quarterback's very poised.
Yes.
I mean, he looked at every option right there. I mean, that's how slow it was moving. He had time to look at every option.
Yeah, he was looking downfield, and Checked off to the short man. And it's first down and 10 at the 46-yard line. He's in trouble now, and he is sacked. First hit by Luke, or check it, make it McCoy.
Joe Brodus.
And then Joe Brodus.
Number 44, Joe Brodus.
Kobe McCoy got there first. He's fresh. And a big loss.
We made it under the 7-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. 35-13 Hounds. Who dat?
A loss of 9. Second down and 19. Joe Brodus is fresh defensively. Kobe McCoy is fresh. Little bubble screen. It played well by the Hounds. Played well. Deshaun, Luke, who else?
Julius.
Dawson Cook, Joe Brodus.
Number 10, Haney completes the pass to number 8, Corey.
Third down and 17 now.
It'll be third and 16 for the Red Devils on their own 48.
6:10, clock moving, 35-13 in favor of the Hounds. Straight ahead, handoff. That's O'Shea Pruitt. He says, no, sir.
Handoff was to number 20.
They tried to catch the Hounds
He was met by number 24, O'Shea Pruitt for the Greyhounds.
in a blitz, and we didn't blitz.
Red Devils will be looking at 4th and 13. The ball's at midfield.
Fourth down and 13 with 5:35 remaining in this game. 23 lines up in the slot left. Quarterback looking that way. He throws across the middle. Almost intercepted, but what you got to do there is just knock that one down. Hounds football back up this way at the 50-yard line. The Newport defense holds. O'Shea was a little upset that he didn't get the pick, but he didn't need the pick there.
Man, oh, man.
A pick would have cost you 17 yards. The Hound offense back on the field with 5:16 to play.
But you got to love the effort. He
effort was
laid
phenomenal.
out for the interception. 5:16 to go. Come on, lineman.
Thank all of our great sponsors who bring it to you each and every Friday night. You watch it on Saturday morning, Sunday night, or Tuesday night. There's a high snap. Get on it, Cash. First bad snap we've had past the quarterback, I think maybe all year, maybe.
Loss of 9 will make it 2nd and 19.
Hounds will lose.
We had to change the center there, so.
Second down and 19, Brian. Hounds can make it up right here.
Yes, sir.
I think the Hounds will just run the football and keep the clock going. Nothing there, but that's okay. The clock will continue to run. The game clock is at 4:25. Got third down and 18 coming for the Hounds.
That was number 5, Jay Crowd on the carry. 65, David McDaniel, and 74, Matt Robertson. On the play.
4:08. Hounds can run it. And about 350 or more. Eight on the 25-second clock. Third down and 18. This is Joe Brodus trying to get wide. Joe Brodus is hit and still fighting for yardage across the 45 to the 46-yard line. He gets 5 on the play. Hounds needed 18. Clock moving, 3.5 to play. Hounds will have to punt.
And 15 for the Greyhounds.
And Xavier Foster, 62, will snap to Aaron Hill, number 63. Good snap. And it is a great kick. Fielded at the 30-yard line, and Aaron Hill once again. Outstanding.
Yep, final 3:04 to go here in the fourth quarter. She's over there humming. She's humming.
35-13 in favor of the Greyhounds, trying to hang on right here and get us in the final four. If you can get to the final four, anything can happen.
Has Dandy Don ever made an appearance?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Well overthrown, plenty enough time. Just you just see a team that looks as though they wilted at this point.
Its reality has set in.
Zane Watkins, O'Shea Pruitt, Julius Pruitt, Jordan Neal, to Kaylin Fryer, Tydrell Fryer, Adalberto Garcia, number 18, Darrell, Luke, and Dawson. Second down and 10, straight ahead. Not a lot there. Good form tackling by O'Shea. Also Deshaun and Luke Samaniego in on the tackle. 2:45 clock moving, and the ball's resting at the 35-yard line. Third down and 7 for Atkins.
She's got her tuning fork out. She's right over in the next booth. Right here.
2:20 to play in this football game. Third down and 7. And that is complete and short of a first down, but close to a first down.
Great tackle there, Dawson.
Is that Dawson Cook?
Yes, sir. He shut that down to make sure they didn't get that four.
Dawson has played very, very well at the defensive end position. Coach Reynolds. Had to get a little fist bump.
I don't know about you, but this box is moving.
Fourth down and short. Fourth down and 1. And they get it plus some. Kobe McCoy finally brings him down.
A defensive lineman making a tackle 35 yards down the field.
Great hustle great hustle.
You can't, that can't commend him enough. I mean, a minute and a half left.
127, 35, 13. You don't want to let these guys score and give them a chance for an onside kick. And they're throwing deep to the end zone. They've got a man, and I believe that's a touchdown. It is.
Yep.
What the Hounds didn't want just happened. A long pass for 18 yards. Beautiful pass and great reception.
He got his foot down.
And it's 35-19 with a minute 18 to go, and the Hounds are going to have to field an onside kick. I've seen strange things happen in this game. Talk about an extra point here. It's 35-19. And it's a 16-point lead. So it's a huge, huge extra point coming, and it's knocked down by O'Shea Pruitt. And what makes it so huge is that two touchdowns and two-point conversion would only tie as opposed to get you behind. Here comes the onside kick with 1:18 to play, my friend.
Well, I like it better knowing it's coming.
Right.
Because we'll be prepared, and our hands people will be up there. It's a whole lot easier if you don't have to, look and turn and run to get ready to block.
Newport Greyhounds at 35-19. And like you say, the hands team, the good hands team, will be up for the Hounds. The thing that you want to do is just handle the football here. If he kicks it real hard, the first group might need to let it go. The first set of players. Jay Crichton. It's handled by the Hounds. It was a great kick, and it went the official distance. It got tipped, but Jay Crichton comes up with the tip, and the Hounds will have to run out a minute 12 to secure the victory here.
Just a great overall performance. And the one thing that is looming large that we've happened time and time again this year, even though we've overcame it, is we've had no personal fouls.
Yeah.
You know, no late hits. It's been a clean ball game.
Good point.
That's what it takes to move on.
Unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. Absolutely right. Absolutely right.
To survive and advance.
Survive and advance.
Number 6, Jordan Neal on the carry.
103.
74, Matt Robertson along with 23.
Under a minute to play. Those guys have a couple of timeouts left.
It'll make it 2nd and 9.
I think they've...
Hounds don't have to snap it until 28 seconds to go in the game. Don't get in a hurry, guys. Yes, I'm coaching. Cash Forster, your Greyhound quarterback. We'll watch the 25-second clock get down to 9. And we snap it.
Number 6, Neal on the carry for the Greyhounds.
And that's it.
23 and the clock moving. Atkins is going to carry their 2 timeouts with them. The Hounds are going to win this football game 35-19. And the Newport Greyhounds are in the Final Four of the AAA State Championship playoff run. We said last year, help was on the way. We said when we got to AAA, we thought our guys would have a chance to compete. A huge, huge following of fans. And Ben, after you get them there and stay right there, we'll stay right here for just a moment and show these great fans that are coming out onto the field to congratulate the Newport Greyhounds. They came by the busload tonight.
Yes, sir, and it looks like we are headed to Prescott. They are up in the 4th quarter, 29-14 over the Fordyce. Red Bugs.
Red Bugs.
Yes, sir.
We would like to congratulate
Hound fans are both coming out. The Newport fans.
Season touchdowns in passing, breaking Coach Sauls' old record.
They're talking about some records there for those guys.
Their quarterback just broke the single season touchdown record here.
Yeah, well, he's a dandy, no doubt about it. Hounds win this thing 35-19, and a great crowd on hand. And Brian, give me your final thoughts right here. We're to the Final Four.
We played the game we had to play on the road. It's hard to win on the road to survive and advance. I can't say enough about the intangibles, the thing that's not going to show up on the stat sheet. I mean, the snaps, the punts, and how many flags do we have? 1?
Oh, we didn't have a lot, really. We did not have a lot of flags in the football game. We had one at one time when the umpire had it and looked at it and started to throw it and put it back up.
And most times this year, it's came on out and hit the ground. So, sometimes you do some luck, and these guys just played their heinies off.
You might be able to see Coach Mark Hansley in the middle of that thing there, John Bradley. Look at the fans, and boy, it's just exciting to be a Newport Greyhound. He's addressing the team and saying congratulations, but guys, this thing's not over. Let's go to work. Let's go to work next week. We're in the Final Four. Anything can happen. A great victory for the Hounds, 35-19. Brian, been a great one.
I'm telling you, it's Charleston and Glen Rose on one side and Newport and Prescott on the other side is looking as we're signing off.
I assume we're on the road again.
On the road again. And
the Road Warriors, the
I don't know
Newport
if you
Greyhounds.
can hear, but she is singing.
She is singing now finally. 35-19, the coach and the player of the game coming right up. Well, you go player of the game, and that's right. We have the player of the game. First of all, it's a little different than what we normally have. We've got one of these real sweaty guys, but now we get one of the pretty girls. Tell everybody who you are.
I'm Katie McCorkle.
Katie, tell me, you are the player of the game. Tell me exactly why Coach Hinesley brought you up here tonight.
I don't know.
What do you do for the Newport Greyhounds? Tell us.
I serve water most days.
Okay.
I keep up with their stuff.
Okay.
Most of the time.
Okay. You're one of the managers and you have a lot of responsibility.
Yes, sir.
Not only on Friday nights, but through the week.
Yes, sir.
Tell me about your experience in doing that. When did you start? How'd you get started? Tell me a little bit about that.
I started my 8th grade year.
Okay.
I tried out for cheerleading.
Okay.
I didn't make the team, unfortunately.
Okay.
So I decided to do this, and it stuck with me.
Hey, let me tell you what, it's better than cheering.
Yes, it is.
We're not saying anything
so
about
much more.
cheerleaders, because we love the cheerleaders, no doubt about it. But to be involved, and I know it's important, and I know you come from a rich family Greyhound tradition and following the Greyhounds, and to be a part of something special like this, and it's pretty neat, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
But the Newport Greyhounds are going to the Final Four, so tell us how we played out there tonight.
I thought they played wonderful. I think they always play wonderful. I'm always so proud of them when they come off the field, win or lose.
Oh, I tell you what, it's amazing that the Newport Greyhounds have gotten on a roll, and you have been a manager since the 8th grade, and you are a senior now?
No, I'm a sophomore.
You're a sophomore, okay, but so you've been doing it for a few years, and you plan on doing it. You get a letter this year, you'll be a letterman this year, and a letterman next year, and I guess a letter person would be the correct way. But how fun is it? What do you enjoy most about your job?
I enjoy just being around them. They're always so fun. Sometimes they're a lot, but other days they're very much fun.
It's a lot of fun, though, being around them and being around a part of something. And I love the idea you say, well, and let me tell you what, a lot of us have disappointments in life, and we don't make teams. And, I mean, I've been there, Ben's been there, we've all been there. And then you take your focus and you focus it on something positive and you make it, like Coach Hinesley said, I said, is this the player of the game? And he said, yep, we would not be here without her. And I love that. I love it. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Our George Kell Motor Company player of the game. And let me tell you what, that's not a shocker to me, but I am so excited that this young lady is our player of the game.
Thank you.
And I tell you what, we get the coach of the game here, Coach Mark Hinesley.
Please.
Yes, sir. Mark Hinesley, the winning head football coach, and also the athletic director of Newport Greyhound. Coach, we're in the Final Four, and it's not unbelievable. It's really not unbelievable, but it's so rewarding to see the fruits of our labor paying off. Final Four, congratulations.
You know, that's all. That's you're right, because you know when you put this team, what you put them through in the off season, and you put them through what they put them through in the summer, to be here when you talk about that kind of stuff all summer, and now you see it happening,
and you feel it.
It is rewarding to the kids, and that's all that makes all the the difference in what we're doing.
We were in a very, very tight football game. We got a couple of picks, but overall, other than the late score that they got and then the score that they got on the tip ball right here, your defense was once again outstanding. Talk a little bit about defense, then we'll talk about our offense.
David, I've said it before. It's all about, I don't want to give many secrets away because a lot of people do it this way, but deferring in the beginning of the game is just our thing, and that's what we do because you defer. We use our energy and our excitement for defense. And if you can get the lead going into half, getting the ball after half, it's so there's so much energy. Then you feel like you have energy going into the second half too.
Okay.
And then if you can just secure the third and fourth quarters with running the ball and keeping that lead, that's how we've been winning games.
Absolutely.
And I don't know if it's not a secret or anything, but it's the way we do it, and it works.
Yeah, no doubt. And we were up here during the broadcast. We were kind of looking at, at the end of the first half, we were thinking, well, we might call some timeouts right here and we don't. But the key is you're talking about is go into the halftime with the lead, and we get in the football coming out. And it took us about 4 seconds to score.
And you know what? And that right there changed the game. Because when you go into half, they're over there trying to think, oh, no, what do we got to do to adjust? How are we going to, we can't let them score here.
Sure.
We already knew we were going to come out and hands team. They were going to try something short. We knew they were going to try to onside it. And all we thought was just get one more score.
Right.
If you get one more score, then they're going to have to go in that panic mode and start throwing it. Then we know exactly what coverage we're going to be in.
Right.
There's no guessing game then.
Right.
So, getting that score coming out as quick as we did was amazing. But, we wanted to score that first possession and put them in a make them one-dimensional, because we knew at that point then they were going to have to start throwing it around, and we knew what coverage we wanted to be in, and the kids did a good job of stemming the front, trying to be tricky up front, and it made for a good second half.
Just something that I remember that Brian pointed out, they completed a pass down there, or I guess it was a handoff maybe, but anyway, number 20 ran a long way and almost scored a touchdown.
Yeah.
And Kobe McCoy ran the guy down 40 yards down the field. He hadn't played a lot, but he'd been in there some tonight.
Well, we got the call in late. That was
Right.
my fault. Got the call in late. They weren't in right position because of the call. But you're right. The effort play, because we always put plus and minuses on every play. That's an effort play.
Absolutely.
You're not in the right position, but you make me look better. You know
Sure,
what I'm saying?
absolutely.
But for that kid to run that kid down like that, man, that's an effort play, and good job by him.
Well, John Bradley's offense, and we got rolling in that, got Jenin, just tons of yards. We tried to throw vertical several times during the game. I like the vertical throw, whether you complete it or not. I like the vertical throw, whether you complete it or not. It just makes those guys go, they may throw it deep.
I know. It's a soften.
Absolutely, it is.
You just want them to think. It's like we talked about before. It's just always that guessing game. Like, well, they might throw it deep again.
Darn right.
So we better sit back on our heels a little bit, and then we come pop with that run, and always making them guess is the idea.
I think our offensive line was superb. When we take the ball, pulling the guards, getting out on the corner, our receivers blocking very well.
They're getting better. They're starting to gel a lot better. And when you throw Joe Brodus in the mix, the kid's hard to tackle.
Yes,
he's unbelievable. His vision is so good.
Yes, we talked about that.
And that's something we don't teach.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He does that because he's Joe Brodus. And there was plays tonight where he would press the hole, and he would just see him overflowing it. And he just said, wait a second, there's
Find
a lot
some
of
daylight.
red going that way. I'm going to go the opposite way.
Yes, sir, he did.
That's just instincts you can't do. That's instincts he's born with, and man, he's special for us right now.
No doubt, he's got the hot hand, got the hot legs, but anyway, just a sensational effort. And the Hounds, really, Coach, Final Four.
We've been talking about that since we started playoffs. We always, talked about, what if we're the Final Eight? What if we're the Final Four?
Sure.
And now we're there, and that's what I told them down there. I said, how about them Hounds? What about the Final Two? I know, and you can get that if you prepare this week, and you go into the game, go into the week preparing to win, and that's what I've challenged the kids to do. And hey, when you're down to this, anything can happen.
Absolutely.
Anything can happen, and I'm ready for the challenge.
Well, it'll be a big challenge for it, and it's supposed to be. Obviously, we're going to be on the road. It'll be a long trek for us, but it'll be a good prep week. And I just look back, and I was talking with Linda Black today about some of the times that you and I sat and talked last year on the air right here, and just talking about we had help come. We got help coming.
Yeah.
We're struggling right now. We're hurting a little bit, but we're going to get this thing turned around. And lo and behold, with 7 seniors and a whole bunch of juniors and sophomores, we've turned it around, but we're not finished yet.
No, we're not.
We've still got stuff to play for.
And it's not only the kids. It's not like the athleticism that we have is good. It's great, but that's not what excites me about this team. It's what they do for each other, and this might not mean a hill of beans, but we're going in, and Jordan Neal is just talking up Joe Brodus more than I've ever seen a kid. That's a senior right there.
Right.
Even though he's taking some of the carries he's getting.
Absolutely.
But he's doing it because it's for the team.
It's a team game.
And he knows if he runs the ball, he's going to open up stuff for him. And I don't know if, that means anything to anybody else. But
it means a lot to all of us.
Senior is saying, hey, you run the ball so hard, just congratulating everything he does, and that just builds that kid up so
Absolutely.
much. And that's what I like about this team is it's not a selfish game for the most part. It's a teamwork thing, and I can't be any happier about that because that's what's going to get us far.
Well, we've got a huge challenge coming up, and again, we're supposed to. You're in the Final Four, and nothing's easy at this stage of the game. And anytime you go on the road and you win one, it's a happy bus ride home.
It's a happy bus ride home.
Yes, sir.
I'm excited. I'm about to go eat a sandwich and drink a bottle of water, and it's going to be the best meal of my life. Yeah.
Mark Hindley, Final Four, congratulations.
Thank you.
Newport Greyhounds. What's that you say about the Greyhounds? We're the finest thing going.
Hey, we're the best thing going.
We're
right
the best thing going right now.
If this team can stay humble and hungry, we're going to be a hard group to beat.
Before we end,
yeah,
I got to ask you,
please.
Our crowd tonight, how big, how vocal, what a huge crowd.
I don't usually turn around and look at the crowd. What I do, I'm
sure
focused on the game. But there was such an excitement behind me tonight. I noticed that I couldn't scream across the field like I usually do. And I turn around, and we are wall to wall over
Yes,
there.
sir. Yes,
wall
sir.
to wall. This is the day after Thanksgiving.
That's right.
At Atkins, Arkansas.
Yes, sir.
And we're wall to wall over there, and great energy, man. Everybody congratulating. It really is. You know, I can't say it enough. It's a special time right now.
It is
You know,
that.
being part of the coffee and donuts of the day. That was
Yes,
awesome.
sir.
You know, the kids feed off of that. They really do. You know, they were so excited about that, just to have a crowd during practice.
I know.
It was just something they didn't have never experienced. And you know, and that's what I tell them: don't play for yourself, play for the team, play for
Yes,
the team.
sir. Yes, sir.
And they are.
Well, I wanted to mention them because they were.
They were.
I mean, no doubt the 12th man for the Hounds.
They were.
He's Coach Mark Hansley, and his football team has won 11 football games. We're in the Final Four. We're in the semifinals. We're trying to get to the championship game. We'll see what happens coming up this Friday night. But until then,
You better believe it.
keep believing, my friend.